Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yeah. This another one, y'all. This another one. This is another one. I am excited, y'all. Look, boy. Woo! Fire show in store today. Fire. I ain't even gonna tell y'all who's sitting backstage. But nonetheless, your Dallas Cowboys have been up to their shenanigans, if you will. You know, we had the draft. It was cool. You know, we did a little activity prior to, you know, and even though the draft is concluded, guess what, y'all? We ain't done yet. Nah, we ain't done. We still got more business to do, because guess what? So, I don't know about y'all, but as for me in my house, I didn't particularly like the way the season and the playoffs went, and the conclusion of the season, if you know what I mean. Because you know who was up top. You know who we had to stomach sitting through in the NFC Championship. But nonetheless, we gonna talk about it. Yeah, I said we. Yeah, I ain't by myself. We gonna talk about it tonight. Y'all go ahead and sit tight while your boy Amp gets right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ayo, DJ, drop that beat for me, dog. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. I need everybody in the motherflupping building. It's time to turn all the way up. So on the count of three, I need AMP. 1, 2, 3. AMP! Leather seats with the wood. Shotgun. Shotgun. Drop you off. Hey, 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 hey. Amp winning the Grammy. I'm just repping for my team. They love it. They love it. They love it. Let's go. You are now tuned in to Mr. Always Making Plays. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all come on into the building, man. It's your boy Amp, man, on this terrific Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday, y'all. Terrific Tuesday. Look, it's your boy, Mr. Always Making Plays. I am excited tonight, y'all. I am excited for a whole lot of reasons. Your Dallas Cowboys have been active, okay? They've been active in free agency on the front end. They've been active in free agency on the back end. And as Lil Scrappy would say, they did they thiz naive in the draft. Not a beautiful part about all this, y'all. Y'all come on into the building. I see everybody. I see Keystone. I see Angie. I'm appreciating y'all because on tonight. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to tell you, my sound been tripping recently. Like, I got stuff going on that I don't understand, so y'all bear with me while I'm going through the show. But again, as I said, man, your Dallas Cowboys were active in free agency on the front end and the back end. Did y'all hear that? I keep hearing stuff, man. Is it me? Did y'all hear that? I'm tripping. Maybe it's because we got yours truly in the building, none other than the one, the only, the man, the myth, and the thumbnail, VOCH Lombardi, y'all. Y'all give him some. Y'all give him some. Y'all give him some. Give him some. We in here tonight, baby.
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. What an intro, Kim. We good to go. We straight?
Gucci, dog.
Right there, we got audio. Chat.
We Gucci, man. We are Gucci, dog. I first and foremost, dog.
Appreciate you, man.
I want to tell you. Hold on. I learned my lesson. I got the match for fly. Now, let's set the mood.
Yes, sir.
There we go. First and foremost, dog, I got to be honest with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
There is something about you, sir, that I don't like that you did. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest. So, I'm a brand new content creator, right? And so, if you ask Boss and you ask Law, when I was building my channel, right, they will tell you I built this thing like Noah, like the ark. I took my sweet time, okay? And so I was getting everything together, the thumbnails, the logo, all that good stuff. And then I was getting my lingo down pat, what catchphrases I would use, right? And so I'm an 80s baby, grew up in the 90s. You already know, you know what I'm saying? And so I used to watch the big cartoons and whatnot, and one line that I said I was going to use when I started my channel was...
I do, man.
And I saw you using it. I said, you know what? Hands off. Now, you heard some sounds that sound very familiar, and I'm going to tell you, respectfully, they will be given back at the conclusion of this evening. I only brought them in just for you, sir, to make you feel a little bit, you know, more at home, if you will, you know. But other than that, you know, hey, su casa, mi casa, dog. Now,
What word, though? What I say?
and is the word. That one, that bruh.
Hey, use
I be walking around at work randomly and it'll be like, and
use anyway. Just use it.
bruh,
That ain't mine.
it's classic.
I didn't invent hand.
Let me turn you up a little bit, dog. They say you're a little low. Let me turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, hear me chat? Microphone.
Let me turn this music down too. It's vibing. There we go.
Check.
So,
microphone. But yeah, use hand. Don't even worry about it. Never mind.
who knew a conjunction would be so popular, my dog? Now, I got a couple of casual conversations that I know are super hot and pressing about the Cowboys, but I know you have been to a lot of destinations after leaving .com, after leaving 105.3 The Fan. And so for my special fans and yours alike, this first topic is known as first impressions, okay? So I give you a name. I don't need the full VOCH Lombardi sitting in the war room rundown, but just a few words about the first thing that comes to your mind about said player, okay? And one of the three, either starter, backup, or pine rider.
Sure.
So, first and foremost, Tyler Booker.
Starter. Ass whooping.
Love it. Easy E. That's what I call him. Because we already got a Dono, you know.
Starting on NASCAR, rotational, otherwise.
Ooh, so believe it or not, I got to write this down. You said NASCAR, right?
Yes, sir.
Boy, you're tipping into other topics and you don't even know it, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Siobhan.
Better prospect than some of them characters over there. I'll put him as starter just because of where we at.
And see, that's kind of the part that hurts because I think we all will agree that room could probably use a little bit more TLC, and you pair with that, and you pair with that.
Just hurt. Their knees just hurt.
Right.
Everybody knee hurt.
And see, we know with that type of injury at skill position,
turn me up some more.
You ain't right until I got you.
There you go.
What about now?
Check, we good? Check. We straight, go ahead.
All right. So, how you feel about Jadon?
He probably gonna lead the team in yards, but he ain't gonna be the first back out there.
Ooh. Who you thinking, Javonte?
Javonte probably got first.
That's what I was kind of feeling too. I said, you know what? I think honestly and truthfully, and this ain't no disrespect to him, but I feel like Miles Sanders low-key will be this year's Dalvin Cook, if you will. You know, a named player that we bring on, that we hold a whole goddamn season, you know, but may finish the season with what, 8 carries?
See, this the problem though. The O-line's so good, you don't know who's gonna be good. Like,
See,
Miles should be the guy.
God.
And we'll get on whatever, but we can block off there now. And Jerry Jones said it, like, you know, running back cool, but you know, Zeke had a good O-line, Murray had a good O-line. So I think that they was focused on building them boys first.
See, that honestly and truthfully, and you saw the fights, you know what side I was on.
Yes, sir.
I started initially on side of team weapons. And my initial
did well, by the way. And look, I ain't just saying this because you O-line guy or whatever, but you just like you amongst all the people that was on the panel or whatever. Great, man. I just want to.
Bruh, why we there? I got to ask you, bruh. It's been on my mind since I first got the message. What made you choose AMP, sir?
A long time ago. I've been doing this for about 9 years or so.
16 to be exact, right?
Yeah, 2016 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And my 5th year into this, Rome tell you this, I did this community review, this cowboy YouTuber community review, and I was like, man, I think it'd be cool to just tap in with people that I haven't tapped in with before.
That's dope, bro. That's
I watch
dope.
people's work all the time.
That's dope.
And I think there's some qualified people in our space. And I think sometimes people just need a little push. That's why we do raids, you know what I'm saying? We need a little push sometimes. So.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I got to turn the tunes down on this one, and you're going to thank me later. There's a comment in the chat, sir.
They say?
From a special someone that you know all too well.
What Angie said?
Bruh, she called me a double agent, bruh. She called me a double agent because I started on team, and that's what I was getting at. I started on Team Weapon, then I went to Team Trenches. And I even did a video about this. I said the Cowboys should not be putting what I call the cart before the horse. Because when you look at O-line, and you said this just a few moments ago, you said, man, the way this line looking, man, anybody could go out there first. And see, that's where I'm at, because when I looked at the Dallas Cowboys line of the 90s, and I grew up son of a coach, was at practices with them, was running wind sprints with them. That's kind of, how I got introduced to the game. So even though I was young, I was on the Cowboys early, and I appreciated that line. But me and my dad always said, my dad, who's a Cowboys fan, by the way, he's over my shoulder up there somewhere. But he said, man, Grandma could have ran behind that line. And I was like, dog, you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the way we have constructed this now. I do, and I'm going to ask you this, and this is off script, but I do have question marks on either one of my ends offensively. I have a question mark about Guyton. I have a question mark about Steele. And I like them both, but I know Steele was, nobody's guy. Then he was everybody's guy. Then he was hurt guy, and now he's trying to make a comeback guy. I know Guyton was the number one guy, and then he was the off the field guy, back on the field again guy. So I got two question marks on my ends. Sure. I don't know how those will look, but I'm pretty confident in my interior. Like, we zeros and ones and twos all day, bro. Like, I think that's where it's going to be. But how do you feel about your offensive ends, your tackles, if you will?
I wasn't a big fan of Tyler Guyton. I'm not gonna lie to man. I do understand that Tyler Guyton has the raw ability to be great. I'm just impatient. The type of players I like are the type that can win the day or just play the day and not get you killed.
Yeah.
They get better later on. Tyler Book will get better later on. DB's better this year than last year. Tyler Smith kept growing. Neither one of them got you killed. They rookie campaign. Tyler Guyton almost got you killed a couple times in his rookie campaign, but that's just technique-wise. I think he has fantastic feet, some of the best feet that I've seen from a tackle.
I like it.
He just got to get a little bigger, lift some weights or whatever.
That peanut butter.
Yeah. Terrence, I thought, was cool, but this is the problem with Terrence. If Guyton and Terrence lose a rep, they both messing up. But Terrence would be losing to T.J. Watt, and Tyler would be losing to Nick Ripley. Or Terrence would be losing to Nick Bosa, and Guyton would be losing to Leonard Floyd or something. I need Tyler Guyton to be good enough to block Leonard Floyd and Nick Herbig. And they're good, they pro. But Guyton's a pro too. I need you to block the dudes. I can live with Terrence Steele. I can live with Terrence Steele getting whooped by T.J. Watson.
Yeah.
I can't put tight ends on both sides.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind 12. I like 12, but
11's the way. 11's the way.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to lean on 12 all game long because teams, you know how the league goes. You know how these coordinators are. They will adapt quickly and figure that out and be like, yeah, no, you're not doing that.
Sure.
So, topic 2. Running through these position groups, I like I said in the intro, I like the acquisitions or whatever, and I like Pickens. Don't get me wrong, and we'll definitely get to him. But looking at these acquisitions, looking at the draft picks, man, I'm seeing overall some rooms have improved. In some rooms, I'll say I can't get jiggy with it. But bro, I wanna salute you because this point here I made on the DC Universe Draft Show, and I made it on a couple of other occasions. But bro, your take on the way that Philly builds versus how we build, us building bottom up, them building top down, pushing you down, bro. I appreciate that take, and I loved it but it hurt at the same time, dog, because I'm like, damn, we'll have some mediocre ass players on the squad knowing good and well that they probably should not be on the field full time.
And get worse on purpose.
And then get worse.
Worse on purpose.
Like, oh yeah, see, we told you he was going to be the best one in the room. Yeah, because you're bringing in garbage. Why? And then when you look at our situation this year and the fact that we actually had the funds available and can have more money available by just doing the right thing and doing 1877, pay Micah now. Like, it's killing me, bro. And I'm like, with the Cowboys, bro, we in this, I know a lot of people like to say we in this toxic relationship or abusive relationship. But honestly, man, we are just at a situation to where we only gonna get this solid 80 from our boo thing, bro. Like, and they be having the other 20 available. And for whatever reason, I'd be like, go ahead, just give me that extra. And they don't. And then we find ourselves in this situation every year, feeling upset, downtrodden. Man, okay, maybe next year. So I'm looking at these groups, at how we've acquired these players. And based off of the group and knowing what that group compiles of, I want to know which group currently you feel needs some work and you're going to swipe left on. All right. So starting off with your favorite offensive line.
I think you got to hold on to the guys you got.
You think we got our starting five?
Yeah. Guidance of first round picks are tricky. This is the only thing I think about guys. And I mentioned this, with the whole roster manipulation stuff. Chuma Doga beat him out last year. Just flat out. Because Chuma just beat him. Even with politicking and first round picks, draft equity and all that, Chuma just beat him. So Cowboys didn't go, well, all right, bring back Chuma for $38 if he's better than Guyton, and just let Guyton defeat Chuma. Guyton's your starter, and they went to go sign Hakeem McEnergy.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right.
So in real life, I don't know who's better. I know Guyton can flash. I just need Guyton to flash a little less consistent. Pardon me, a little more consistently.
Yeah.
Flash more. If anything, flash less to be good all the time. That's what I was thinking. Just flash less.
Yeah. You can flash, but just give me C student most of the time. Don't be flunking.
I'd rather you be consistent than the flash. Yeah. When you're not flash, you ain't good.
I'm with you, dog.
It was alarming when Duke Manyweather came out cryptically, and ain't nothing cryptic about his game.
He challenged the hell out of him.
Yeah. And as an ex-football dude, I'm still a football guy, but just as a football guy, I would hope that Guyton has some spirit in him to go, all right, man, watch this. I would hope that Guyton got this spirit.
Right. I'm with you. So I already know, but I'm going to ask. Quarterback.
Yeah, we straight. Dak
Dak
was runner-up in the MVP race 2 years ago, and probably should have won.
How you feel about Crazy Joe?
Joe who? Burrow?
Mixon.
Oh, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon played? Joe Mixon played for Cowboys, man?
As far as I know.
Joe Mixon in general?
In general, just...
Oh, yeah, cool back. I mean, he probably passed his prime or something like that, but he'd be good to go. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like signing Joe Mixon to come play for us? Yeah. We can use another bat in the running back room. We can use another bat in the running back room. Joe Mixon signed or something. Yeah, we can use Joe Mixon in the running back room. I don't think you're set there. Even when Gibbs got drafted, Montgomery was the guy that they would lean on.
Facts.
So I wouldn't just lean on Blue right now. I would like to have some running back security around him. Oh, Joe Milton. Okay, we on quarterback. We on quarterback. Milton.
Look, I'm looking at either one. Like real talk. Look. Anybody can get it, dog. Anybody can get it.
Joe Milton. He's gonna be fun to watch the camp. He's got the best arm in the room. But he missed and hit Pam Olive on the sideline sometimes. So it just depends on what he want to do. In real life, this is what the quarterback conversation gonna come down to. As long as Schottenheimer's not making wide receivers run upfield and turn around, we should be good to go.
Thank you, God.
The team last year was terrible.
Thank you.
The gang and slant, drag concept, nothing expansive.
Everything was a stop. Nothing was on the move. I said at one point, bro, I said our receivers got their back to the end zone more than the damn DBs.
Every time. So if we just simply get a little more expensive on our passing concepts, and Schottenheimer can be worse than run the field and turn around everything. And we take the run scheme from Arizona, Clayton Adams coming over with that.
Shout out to Clay.
I think just that, just cutting the fat of Mike McCarthy. I ain't calling Mike McCarthy fat. Just cutting the fat of Mike McCarthy and bringing in a legit run scheme. I think that's worth 3 games already. That's worth 3 wins already. That being healthy, that's worth 4 wins already. You won 7 last year. I'm not pessimistic Cowboys fan, by the way. I never thought we was a 9-win team. I think as long as that healthy, you at least in the 10-win conversation, at least.
Bro, I saw your explanation on that because it's like, bro, like if Dak's hurt now and we starting the season with Cooper Rush, you ask people, they're gonna be like, 7-8 wins. And then you say with Dak, they be like, 9-10 wins. Like, damn, that's all you think Dak is good for?
It's worth way more wins.
Cut it out. Stop being goofy.
For sure.
Now, I'm skipping receiver room on purpose, okay? How you feel about tight end?
It's Ferg. John Stevens doesn't have a sponsor here per se. Linda Wells here. We just got an undrafted. Don't tell him his name. I gotta know this. Fairweather.
Yes.
He's the same kind of character as him. Tall, radius, red zone kind of guy. So John Stevens' life on him. Brevis Man Ford and Luke. I mean, they're different types of guys. They're like
right.
But yeah, Jake's to do.
Because I just feel like, over the last, 15 at least, like, we've done good at bringing solid tight ends in the room. And, everybody will be high on said player, and then he leaves, and then the next guy steps up, and then you forgot who was there before him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we've done pretty good at evaluating talent in that room and bringing in that talent. But this year is going to be interesting, bro. Because it's some dudes.
I think it's all. I think tight end is largely like quarterback things. If you got a tight end on a great quarterback, the quarterback makes the tight end great.
Gonna dictate. Yep.
That's how I feel.
Who he cool with? Damn it. Okay. Now, D-line. How you feeling?
The whole D-line, you want the edge or attack?
Bro, just the whole D-line in general.
I think we have an underrated D-line. I don't think people talking about our D-line, though.
I don't think they are either. Like, I get it. It might not have the flashiest of names, but outside, I'm not even Michael is special. Micah is special. Okay, just not even really including him in the equation. But looking at everybody else, for me, bringing back Fowler was essential, bro.
Sure,
it was essential. I liked Nealon when we got him last year. Initially, I was like, boy, that dude is. Honestly, I saw the writing on the wall. I said he's D-Law's replacement. To me, they kind of remind me of each other. I think we're solid there. I think we're actually solid ish linebacker. No lie, I still feel like we're missing. We never replaced Sean Lee. I'm just being honest.
Never.
We never replaced him, and we've got some dudes that have been able to play Mike a little bit longer than others. But, bro, how you feeling about the new acquisitions we got in that room plus Leofau in the absence of Overshown?
Leofau, cool. Sam Burns is going to be the Kendricks this year. He's the whisperer of the DC that we currently have. And that's going to be important, to kind of cut down on the learning curve or whatever. So he's Sam Burns. He's necessary.
Who's your green dot?
Got to be Sam Burns. Sam Burns being the system. Leofau can run it, but Leofau's a Zimmer baby.
Yeah, he is. He is.
So it's going to be Sam Burns. Leofau. I mean, Kenneth Murray's gonna get rep pass rushing or something like that, but I don't think he'll be on the field all the time. You really just crossing your fingers waiting on Oaks to come back good.
How you feel about Kenneth Murray?
He'll pass rush sometimes. He'll be a Sam type character. I don't think he's gonna lean on him too much.
I think if he does what I think he's capable of doing, I think he might squeeze potentially.
He's capable of being phenomenal. He always do.
Right. And I think he could be the Mike. I don't know what he's going to put out there. I don't know what he's going to put on film in the preseason. I don't know what he's going to put out there as far as camp is concerned. Best wishes to him, and that was my position. I played all three, and then I had a growing injury senior season. And I was a track guy, so I was pretty speedy. But believe it or not, my coach actually kind of used me like Micah, bro. He put me down at that edge, and it wasn't a tackle that I wasn't faster than. So I was able to get around him. Now, they kind of caught on after a while and started throwing some beef and sending some help. Yeah. We kind of reverted back to switching some things around, and then he even slid me at, like, surprise nose every now and then. But I think this defense has the potential, this D-line has the potential to be solid. I don't know if it's going to be like a couple years ago because we lacking that depth. But as far as starting for, I think we solid, bro.
I mean,
who are you?
Fine. It's going to be fine. Donovan would be fine, but Dante Fowler, he's coming off a double digit sacks, and we shouldn't let him go. We should have just signed him back in first. We would have been cheap. But yeah, we'll be out. D-line straight.
So, and this is the last position group before we switch the topic. Real quick, who are your two starting safeties week 1?
With a bad attitude, I'm gonna say Donovan and Malik Cook. unless post June first, Donovan or Malik get cut for some money, which I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't either.
Yeah, Donovan and Malik, gradually.
And they brought both of them back, and I'm like, okay, good. I'm glad you did, but when them dudes gonna see the field, man? Because, like, I ain't hating on Malik, but he just ain't. Yeah.
He's a little older now.
Yeah.
They say something going on with my microphone.
God almighty. And I saw it a couple comments ago. I turned it up.
Turn the music up. Let me see something.
Did you look at your source? Is your source good? Is it coming through the mic or is it coming through your camera?
No, I'm good. It's coming through my microphone. I think it's clashing with the music, I believe.
It's clashing?
It might be. That's what I'm trying to say. Chat, we good? Check.
Is that better?
Microphone. Chat, let me know. Keep talking.
Okay. Now, I got this topic I called expired groceries, right?
Okay.
Now, going back to Bill Parcells' days, he said, if I'm going to be the chef, I got to buy the groceries, right? So we've made some acquisitions. We got some groceries in the pantry right now. And I'm going to mention for you 3 names, and you tell me out of these 3, which one you feel is going to end up being the expired grocery that we end up having to throw out.
Okay.
Mozzie Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, and Sam Williams. Cause I know you like to play games and all, dog. So this is where we at. Mozzie, Luke, or Sam?
You are probably leaning on Mozzie. So it's really Luke or Sam. It's the problem. I think Sam's a better player than Luke right now.
Agreed.
Sam's room is a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, his injury is gonna dictate a lot. And Luke to me started to trend upwards toward the end of the season. He showed some promise. We'll see if he can capitalize there, but that room is gonna be interesting, bro. Like, I mean, I know Ferg is his dude or whatever, but I'm hearing some rumblings and some big things about Mr. Spanford, and honestly, you were actually the first that got me to really take a deeper look at him last year.
Okay.
I think it was a conversation you had with Broadus. He was like, man, this hyphenated dude, man, Spanford, man. I looked at the film, all right. I was like, let me go look. And there's some promise there. He's a big dude too, man.
Yeah, and that's what's so good about Brevin. And chat, I know about my voice right now. That's what's so good about Brevin is that he's like catch radius guy as hell. So he's like naturally blocking dude, but if you're a corner that's 190, you're trying to tackle nobody that's 260 or 270 or whatever. So I just think he had made it to pro level type.
Yeah.
He old as hell. So I don't know why he made it to high level type, whatever. But we'll see, man. I don't see nobody really going crazy, but like Ferguson's gonna be the guy. Everybody else is gonna get in with it.
All right. Now, you mentioned something earlier, and I alluded to it. You were talking about the D-line. You were talking about NASCAR. Now, this next topic, it's 9 words, okay? Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. Who, sir, are your starting 2 edges week 1?
Should be Mike and
All right. Quick follow-up. Who are their backups?
Depends. We'll start Coach Mike and I think it's going to depend on how the game is going. If you think you're going to be more run dependent, Marshawn and Peyton Turner a lot. What I think should be happening is while you holding on to your life with your run defense, your offense needs to be scoring points and make the other team throw the football. Now Dante and Donovan ain't come off the field. Go get them.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. I think by snatching Fowler and for what you already have and Sam coming back, I think if nothing else, I think your depth for edge is solidified. We may need to work on DT, in that interior, especially, looking at who's coming up behind Osa and Micah. But I think they're all right, man. Now, something I said in 2024, and I couldn't find it. I could be wrong. In seasons past, we've had what I call situations to where we had just certain strengths, right? Whether it be pass game, run game, et cetera, whatever, right? Bro, please correct me if I'm wrong, but did we have any strength on any side of the ball this season? And I'm not counting special teams because that was a strength. I mean, your kicker led the team in points, and then you know what Turp was. But did you witness any strengths on the offense or defense? And if not, what do you think those strengths for either side of the ball could be this year on paper?
Well, the problem is the wide receivers was running up and turn around. That's the biggest problem. And
agreed.
That affects everybody. Because if you're doing that, you can't score. If you can't score, your defense gets tired. They don't get the pass rush. The other team can run the ball all day. I think a lot of it's going to rely on the offensive scheme. Offensive scheme is going to be king. And I think it's going to be worse than my part. I think Schottenheimer has the edge there. It just wouldn't get out of its own way. But assuming everything is back on track, you got 4. You got 80.
Facts.
You run game is fine if your O line is cool. We'll see how have that set up.
I'm with it.
You got gangsters at guard in center. You got 14. Talk about him. He was 14 now. On the other side of the ball, though, and I ain't talking about Marquise has to do something. And on the other side of the ball, I think pass rush and catching picks. That's the way.
All right. Last topic before we give our final thoughts. Now, you all witnessed your Cowboys have acquired George Pickens from the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. I mean, excuse me, Pittsburgh Steelers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Last topic. GP, are you with me? How you feel about him, VOCH? Does he satisfy the wide receiver 2 itch for you? Does he make that room better? Is he 4 friendly? How you feeling, bro?
Let me adjust my glasses.
Okay, let's go.
There was some character on 105 man. He was a Steelers guy. And they asked, was George Pickens a wide receiver 1 or 2? I mean, he just saying disgruntled. Like he asked the question and didn't want to answer. And he said, well, Pickens is a wide receiver too. I thought to myself, I thought about Michael Gallup. Right? Michael Gallup was a wide receiver too. I thought about Michael Gallup catching passes from bad quarter. Let's just say Cooper Rush, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Gallup is the best receiver on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Put Michael Gallup versus Patrick Surtain. Go to Atlanta. Terrell, fantastic corner.
Right.
Both the Jets corners good. Starts guarding DJ Reed. DJ Reed.
Mm-hmm.
The kids over there at the Colts, they play the defense or whatever. The Washington Football Wizards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn.
Man. He whooped them kids with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Throwing them the Not only cornerback ones, but some of the best cornerback ones in the league. He's whooping them. And man coverage. It ain't like he found his own just
in man
coverage. With bad quarterback play.
I think we're gonna be all right, y'all.
That's some wide receiver one shit to do. Why my language? So now you got CeeDee Lamb that eat cornerback ones for breakfast.
Yep.
And people do it too because that's on film. They got to make a decision.
Definitely got to make a decision. And that's why, honestly, I hope that tight end 1 takes another step this year to add another wrinkle, if you will. That plus the elimination of the stops and the addition of the go routes, I think this offense can flourish, y'all. I'm just keeping it a buck. I ain't out here selling you no Kool-Aid, no hopium, no false hope, none of that. This is just what I'm seeing now. How they do against the competition, what the game plan and the schemes look like is to be determined. That's all to be determined. But one thing I can give them is it appears that your management staff is trying to get you all of the pieces you need to be able to compete. That's one catchword that I've been hearing a lot. Competition, fighting, right? That's what it's going to take. And that's a part of what VOCH and I talked about on this evening, talking about your Philadelphia Eagles versus your Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys building bottom up, Eagles building top down. We got to change that mindset, y'all. Like, I get it. You brought in the guy and you like him. He hadn't quite panned out how you thought he should. So to not hurt his feelings, you bring in somebody that's a little less better than him? No. That's what the other teams do. Not your most historic, most talked about franchise. That's not what we're supposed to be doing, y'all. But I digress.
You ain't wrong.
Mr. Lombardi, please, sir. We have appreciated you for joining us on this evening. I appreciate you for reaching out to me. Again, I am a true diehard. My wife and family will tell you this is all I talk about. Like, I can tell you exactly where I was when Dez caught it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what we do. You know, my first year playing Little League ball, I wore 22. Every single year after that, I wore 21, bro. Yes, I love me some Prime. He talks it up and he backs it up. That's why I follow you and I follow your channel, because you talk your shit and you back it up, sir. And I want to give you some kudos too, man. And I'm glad I'm catching this thing on the front end, because in case you all have not been paying attention or you've been under some kind of rock, but our guy, Mr. Lombardi, is sitting at $98K and some goddamn change. Can we please get him to 100K? Can we do what we need to do to get him to 100K? Sir, please grace us with your final words.
There's some great people doing this cowboy content thing. Amp is one of them. I appreciate him having me on this platform.
Salute.
Go watch Star, go watch Boss, go watch Luke. We'll tell y'all go watch Fizz, but Fizz got views. He cool. You know? Will still got views. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got views. That's not them. Watch everybody. Watch everybody, because you'll be shocked who you look at. You know, shouts out to Boss for putting together the whole panel. It was about 12 of y'all. But when I was doing the .com stuff, I just checked back on YouTube. YouTube is home. I just check back on YouTube, and I go, damn, look at what's going on up here. Look at this.
Facts. It's moving. It's moving.
Look, I reached out to stop or just whatever. And she was doing the talk after we dropped the book, and she was like, what? And it's y'all niggas reading. I'm like, man, stop reading this.
Bro, she be
Ashley about this.
She about that life, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I talked to Star, like, off the record, bro, and we be going in, dog. Like, she don't play, bro. She fierce. She is fierce, and she's thorough, bro. Like, and I'm looking, and then I look at my dog JC, you know, and I'm seeing him dropping his film, and then I'm looking at Lou just obliterate everything offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the community. You know, I had the opportunity a couple years ago to actually meet West Coast handballs. And when I tell you, man, like, whether it's, you know, cowboys or, you know, I got a couple other vices. Like, I know you like tools, if you will, you know, blades, all that good stuff, right? I'm big on cigars. You know, I'll indulge with a pipe every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I do. But I love the fact that all of these different facets of life bring people together. And it's the Cowboys who link me with Boss Cowboy. He's like my brother now. Like, we talk on some real life type stuff, like outside of Cowboys, probably more than Cowboys, especially this time of year. But, you know, the community is full of solid people, man. I appreciate you. Like, I stumbled upon you and Sky one day, and I was like, boy, there's like two homies. I'm like, man, this look like the conversation I have with my partner, T. He in the chat right now. Shout out to T. End up being, we got to the same high school in 10th grade, found out we had both transferred there. We found out we were both thirds. I'm a third. We found out we both like the Cowboys and the Lakers. What's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? So I'm his best man. He's my best man. Like, yeah, the Cowboys brought us together, but, you know, it's actually bigger than that. Cowboys brought you and I together on this evening, sir, but I want to share with everybody who's in the chat right now, if you find yourself looking for a content creator home, there are plenty of individuals. Hold on.
That's hard.
Hold on.
That's hard, bro.
There's 1,000 of you. I said, close
Hold on.
them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors.
If
Close
you
the doors.
have found yourself looking for a content creator community,
They brought the chairs out. They brought the chairs out.
yes, sir. Yeah, the chair's right up front, dog. So The people that we mentioned, those are definitely individuals you should go to and subscribe, okay? Please go subscribe. Please subscribe to VOCH Lombardi. Please subscribe to Skywalker Steel. Please subscribe to Boss Cowboy Sports and Law Nation Sports. And please subscribe to Uncle Marcus Holmes. Okay, please subscribe to all those individuals. And after you've done that, and you stumble upon this funny little character named Amp, by the way, which means always making plays, okay? You stumble upon that individual on his channel, and you see he's passionate about the Cowboys. He loves the Cowboys. He bleeds blue. Every Sunday after church, he is rushing home. Even got a speeding ticket one year before a Giants game, trying to get home to catch the game. You hit subscribe on that individual's channel, because I'm going to tell you what I'm about, Cowboys. I'm about making this organization good. But I don't stop there. I'm about making this organization better. See, that's what the convo was like tonight. We were talking about where we're at and how to make the squad better. But I don't stop there, because I'm all about making the team their best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Let's close it out. Appreciate y'all.
In 30